yeah. Watch this. It's not a lot that you've been saying, whoa, but I can tell from your body language. Okay, let's talk about it. It's your body. Let's talk about it.
What's up? It's me again. Peace and blessings, family. I hope you all are doing well. And we're here today for another episode of Let's Talk About It. Now, let's get right into it. Last time we spoke about newness, walking into this new you, new moment, and new season. So, we want to further expand on that topic today. Now, we want to talk about this new you. Now, I want to say seasons change and people do too. And you know, we kind of stick around these topics of, I stayed the same, I never changed throughout my growth or my cycle of life. But that's a myth. Seasons change and people do too. We have different seasons throughout the year for reasons. A lot of times people think that you're supposed to stay the same and you're not supposed to grow, especially in the youth community where we have this thing called no new friends and we just stayed the same. We didn't change. I'm going to tell you, if you don't change throughout the course of life, you don't grow. Sometimes you're going to have to leave some people behind. Sometimes you're going to have to leave some things behind. And sometimes you're going to have to put yourself in different situations that breed certain things in your life in order for you to get to where you're trying to go, ultimately. Now, we get stuck on this topic. Oh, why? And for me, I'm questioning whether or not, if people understand that it's okay to change. Change is the only thing constant in our lives, and we govern ourselves in a way where we don't want people to look at us differently. We don't want to seem a certain type of way to a certain group of people. When in reality, if we're really trying to grow and develop and advance in a way that we say we are, we're gonna have to look different in the eyes of some people. When you're trying to get somewhere or go somewhere in life, people are gonna look at you differently because your growth makes certain people feel uncomfortable. And you as a person, you have to become okay with that. You have to accept it within yourself that everybody's not gonna be able to accept my changes and my growth. And that's okay. Because a lot of people are in your life for seasons. And you have to determine why this person is in your life. Why did I meet you? What is your purpose in my life? What is my purpose in your life? Because you can be a seasonal person in someone's life just as well as they can be a seasonal person in yours. It's up to you to determine that. But we have to get away from this notion of not changing, staying the same. I held it down. No new friends. Like, we have to get away from that. Because if your circle of friends don't point you or push you in a positive direction, and you're saying, my day ones, I held it down for them, I never changed, never switched it up, then what are you really doing? Now, I'm not saying that you have to totally abandon certain people that you've known for a long time. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to be in relationships and in relation with people that breed or that speak to where you're trying to go, that speak to your path. And I'm here to tell you that a lot of people that you may start out with aren't the people that you're going to end with. I remember a college professor of mine, don't want to call his name, but it was my first male college teacher, professor outside of a gym teacher. And he told me, look around, look to your left, look to your right. This is freshman year of college at Winston-Salem State University. The person beside you may not be with you when it's time for you to graduate. The person beside you may not be with you next year, your sophomore year. And in that class, the person beside you in that class may not be with you when it's time for you to be a junior, so forth and so on. And that showed, I didn't understand that at the time. Like, I didn't get it until my sophomore year, when a large number of people that I knew, I communicated with, they were not at Winston-Salem State that second year. So it hit me. Everybody's not meant to be with you on that journey. You still love, you still care, you still be who you are to these people, but you have to realize that you cannot let folks and things get in your way. So I leave you with that message today, and I want you to really, I don't want to say change your mind, but that is the topic, getting changed. But I want you to really question your way of thinking to a point where you're able to process life and you're able to see things differently. Let's not let our experiences and our environment shape our thinking to the point where it traps us in this one space. Because if you want to be successful, if you want to have a better life, if you want to experience things and bring kids into a world that is better than the reality that you face on a daily basis, you're going to have to make some changes. And I leave you. Seasons change, and people do too. Accept the fact that it's okay. Follow me on my social media at MyBrainFarts. Go on my website at mybrainfarts.com. Continue to use some topics. Send me topics. And, just open this dialogue, baby. Whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. So until next time, I'll see y'all. Peace and blessings.